Hi, welcome to How to Repair. In this video series I'm going to be going through the top 10 faults on single ovens and cookers. We're going to go through how to diagnose the problem on your cooker, how to rectify the problem, and also to get you to the relevant parts that you need for your cooker and associated videos to help you fit the components to your cooker correctly. You will be able to identify the part for your cooker. You will need the full model number. This can normally be found around the cooker door frame. Sometimes they wear off. Sometimes you may need to take the cooker out of its housing in the kitchen, and the number will either be on the side of the cooker or on the rear of the cooker. Make sure you get the correct model number to be able to identify the part correctly. I will be uploading these over the course of the next few weeks. They will also have links in the description below and also on the cards above to all the relevant videos and components. Do make sure that you subscribe to the channel and also click the bell icon. This will give you notification to when a new video is being uploaded, and also other programs that are coming during the course of this winter with regards live streaming questions and answers to help you rectify the problems on your appliances. Right, let's look at fault number 3. Your oven is not heating at all, your oven is cooking unevenly, or your oven is not reaching temperature. These are the 3 major problems that will occur. Each of these have a different type of fault occurred to them. If your oven is not heating at all, then you may have a problem with an element. The most common element to go faulty is the fan oven element if it is fitted. Secondly, you may have a conventional oven, which means you have 2 elements. You have a grill element, this may be a single or double, and you will have a base element. These sit in the oven like this, and basically the thermostat will control these coming on to when it reaches temperature. With the fan oven element, you have a fan motor that sits inside the element, and this blows the air around the cooker. You also have a third system, which is you have both of the elements on a conventional oven, but it will be fan assisted, and that means that you will have the fan running alongside these 2 elements. Any one of these elements will have gone faulty, will stop the oven heating, but it may only be heating partially. This means it may only get to a certain temperature. Normally, when you have no heat at all, you have either both elements have failed or the fan oven element has failed. The second reason why your oven may not be heating is your electronic timer may be actually on manual. There are many different timers, so I won't go into this in depth, but if your timer is not set, or you have a automatic sign up in the corner, this means that when you turn the functions on, nothing will happen. This can be another reason why your oven is not heating. It is possible on some occasions that the timer can go faulty. The timers can actually become faulty because of the relay on the circuit board. This is a timer off a single oven, and as you can see, you've got the normal live going in, neutral coming out, and you also have a relay. This relay is what controls the cooker coming on at a set time and turning off at a set time. Relays do become faulty. You can find other videos on relays at our website, and also I'll be making an up-to-date cooker timer relay video as well. But if your cooker is on automatic, then the grill would work, but the oven wouldn't work. So do consult your manual to make sure that your timer is set up correctly. This is also a common fault. The last reason why your oven would not heat possible, very rare, that a thermostat will not work at all. Normally when they go, they usually cause an overheating problem that we'll deal with later. And the other reason, of course, is the selector switch. If this becomes faulty, or one of the terminals on the selector switch become faulty, the fan may be running, the light may be on, but there is no power going to the element. This can cause all types of different faults, but we're going through a step-by-step procedure. If your oven is not reaching temperature, in other words you're setting it 200 degrees and it's only managing to reach maybe 150, then you may have one of the elements faulty. This would mean that you had the two elements, of course the grill and the bottom element. But do remember, grill elements, this is a single circuit grill element, and this grill element is a dual grill element. If one of the circuits in this element became faulty, this could cause the problem. Another reason why your oven may not be cooking evenly or reaching temperature is the fan motor may not be running at the correct speed. If the air is not able to circulate within the oven correctly, at the capillary tube on the thermostat it would be getting an incorrect reading, and that can also cause a problem. A lot of people don't quite understand what this light means next to the thermostat. Basically, if we set this oven on to its fan oven setting and we turn the thermostat on, this means electricity is going through the thermostat, and it has actually turned the activation light on to say electricity has going or is going to the elements or element. Now basically all a thermostat is a capillary tube which goes all the way down to the oven, and this gets hot. It expands the gas inside the tube, and inside here it opens a set of points and closes a set of points at certain temperatures, and this means it will create continuity through these two connections, and when the light is on it means electricity is going through and out of that connection and going to the element. Once it has reached temperature, the light will go out. So that just to get you clear on understanding if you've got electricity going through the thermostat to the elements. Okay, we've dealt with the conventional thermostat, which has been a system that's been about for 40-50 years. The manufacturers have now decided in their wisdom, which I hate, to replace these conventional thermostats, which only cost £20–30, with printed circuit boards, which if they go wrong will cost you a fortune. The heating system is now controlled with relays and NTC sensors. Now it does the same job, but it's 10 times the price if it goes wrong. For them to produce this, actually it might be a lot less for them, but it's not for you. The NTC sensor will receive a ohms reading value at a certain temperature, and that will change as the temperature rises. This then controls the oven with a relay, which then turns the elements on and off as the resistance value changes in the NTC sensor. Highly complicated. If they go wrong, very expensive. So whenever you're buying an oven, I do suggest you always ask the salesman if it has got the conventional system of a thermostat and a probe. You will normally see inside the oven that it has a probe like this, not a probe like this. Now that we've gone through all the faults with regards to the oven not heating, the oven not reaching temperature, or cooking the food evenly, let me show you how to check elements in the oven. This is not going to show you how to replace elements. You will find lots and lots of videos at the website with regards to replacing base elements, grill elements and fan oven elements. This is going to show you the physics behind the elements and how to test them using Ohm's law. Right, I've put an exploded diagram up on the side of the screen for you, and what we're going to do is just quickly show you what the resistance readings should be on each individual element so you can test them. Now, if you go to our website or to our YouTube channel, you will find individual videos on not only how to test elements, a full in-depth one, but you will also see how to replace the elements, and you can find these all at the website. So we're doing the base element first. I'm using the crocodile clips so I don't get the moisture of my fingers, and remember, these are new elements so they should be quite accurate. Older elements, there may be a slight fluctuation in the resistance, but the base element we have 52.6. Now we'll do the single grill element, because some cookers have singles, some have duals, and we have an ohms reading of 26.5 on that element. Now we'll do the fan oven element. This is 2300 watts. And it does have 230 stamped on these elements, because to remember, European electricity is 220 to 240 voltage. This element is 22.5 ohms reading, and the dual grill element has an inner circuit and the outer circuit. And I believe the inner circuit is the higher wattage. I think this is 1200 off the top of my head, and we have a reading of 41.4, and on the outer element we have an ohms reading of 51.952, and that, hopefully the diagram explains the Ohm's law on how you're able to use resistance to understand what the wattage should be on your element, or if you knew your element was 1000 watts or 2000 watts, you would be able to use the voltage with the wattage to understand what the resistance should be when you test your elements. And there you go. In the previous two videos we discussed the cooker not powering up. We also discussed the cooker not working after a power cut. In the next video we'll be discussing why the cooker trips the electricity supply and what to look for.